Welcome, friends. Happy Sunday. I totally missed you guys this week.
Absolutely. I always miss you guys when we're not here.
It's great to be back talking about what's coming up this week on In the Loop.
We have an exciting segment about the Mystery Café. I had the opportunity to go there and dine and be a volunteer actor. It's hilarious.
We've got the Willard, we've got Cirque Indy and Tibbs. It's gonna be a good show.
And don't forget, this Thursday night, the premiere of Love Boom at Bartini's. We're all gonna be there, so maybe you should be too. And for the big question of the night, Indianapolis, are you ready to be in the loop? In the Loop TV show Closed Captioning, sponsored by Alley Cat Lounge and Alley Cat Front Room. Distinctively different with the same staff you've always loved.
The best bar in the industry is growing up and has opened the Alley Cat Front Room. Right in the heart of Broad Ripple, the iconic Alley Cat now gives bourbon, wine, and craft beer a room of their own.
We've upgraded our wine selection on this side, and probably one of the biggest differences is we are able to offer draft beer in the front room, whereas we've not had that capability in the old Alley Cat. So we can be a part of that craft beer craze.
The Alley Cat Front Room, a great place to hang out in Broad Ripple.
Tibbs Drive In has been an iconic part of Indianapolis since 1967, and the current owners have had it for 20 years. Yeah, it's a great place. Have you guys ever checked it out before?
I don't know if I've ever been to Tibbs Drive In, but I have been to the drive-in when I was little with my dad and my brother, and it was so fun. I remember arguing with my brother, like who was gonna get the speaker closest to them to hear the movie. But I mean, 20 years running for a company to the same owners, that's pretty awesome.
That's amazing. I remember going there and seeing a double feature. It was so much fun.
Oh, yeah. What'd you see? Do you remember?
It was in the rain. I
was
couldn't
in the
remember.
rain.
They still played.
Were you
we had
singing
the
in
windshield
the rain?
wipers going. Well,
Maybe, not so much?
that would have been appropriate though.
That
singing
would
in
have
the
totally
rain,
been
yeah.
appropriate. Absolutely.
You know, when I went there last Friday, I took my family, he did mention that they stay open, rain or shine. So that is a little fun fact. So if it's raining, the show still goes on. But yeah, I had a chance to go there and my kids loved it. They fell asleep at the last movie, but we gorged ourselves in the snack bar. I mean, they have everything. It was so tasty. We made it to Tibbs Drive In, and I'm ready to eat some yummy concession food. Come on. Ooh, I love cheeseburgers. Can I get fresh off the, all right. I think I might have to snag a slice of pepperoni. I don't know, it looks pretty good. Oh, I can't even wait to eat this. Nice and pizza-y. Oh, and you have to have popcorn. Just a little bit of butter, okay. Oh my God. Oh, we gotta get candy. I think I'm good with all I have to last me for the whole 2 movies, but it is 2 movies. So they got super pretzels with or without salt. Who doesn't like a cup of French fries? Who screams for ice cream? I do. Maybe not here. So if you forget your bug spray, because we are outside, they do sell some bug spray. They're pretty prepared. We have some freshly baked cookies that look super duper delicious. So you gotta get the concessions when you're a movie, and for 2 movies, you gotta get loaded up. And they have a plethora of choices here at Tibbs. When we came in today, day, there was a huge line waiting to get in. People get here early to get the most awesome spot, so the playground really comes into place.
Oh, absolutely. We got tons of people that come out, bring their families, their kids, their dogs. They all go up to the playground, they sit around, throw footballs. They have cornhole up here, so
I love cornhole.
they come in, they rent bags from us, they go up, they throw cornhole.
That's cool.
They walk around with their family, take their dogs for a walk. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't discriminate. We let them bring their dogs in
That's
as long as they
cool.
clean up.
I've heard that they did some renovations lately.
Well, yeah, every year we try to renovate to keep up. You know, everything changes, so we've got new playground equipment. We went digital projection last year.
Cool.
We've tried to modernize the inside a little bit, bring it up to date. You know, you got to keep up to date, so.
Earlier I got to go through the concession stand. They really have a lot of choices there.
We like for them to come in and eat. That the concession is what keeps us in business.
Yeah.
So we try to keep them with good stuff, things that they like. We want them to come back and continue to buy, so.
What would you say that would be your best seller at the concession stand?
Oh, it's got to be the pizzas.
Yeah. I had some of your pizza earlier. It was actually really, really delicious.
Yeah, they love our pizza.
So is the ice cream a big seller?
The ice cream's a big seller. In the midst of the midsummer, we do soft serve ice cream also. So we have sundaes and
Oh wow.
root
So
beer
the whole
floats
spiel,
and
the shebang.
you name it, we've got it.
So I picked up one of these really nifty shirts at the concession stand. I noticed that there's a lot of odds and ends that maybe people would forget.
Oh, absolutely. We carry it all. We have bug spray, we have shirts, plenty and plenty of candy, bags of ice, batteries if they want to bring a radio.
Oh.
So we have a wide variety of selection of things that they can pick up if they forgot something.
Yeah.
If they get cold, we have jackets.
Yeah.
So,
How many screens do we have here?
well, we used to run 3, but now we have 4.
Ooh, 4.
So we do a double feature, so there's 8 movies a night that we play.
When you get your ticket, they tell you what radio station.
Yeah,
that
when you come
have.
in, they give you a flyer and a bag for your trash at the box, and on the flyer, it has advertisements, and it also has the radio stations, what screens, what channels, so.
What would be the drive-in etiquette?
Well, we ask them to come to our concession, so we ask them not to bring coolers and their own food. We ask them to not bring grills. Obviously our money's made in the concession stand, and it's also a hazard. When they time to put it out, if they put it on the ground, somebody can step on it.
Right.
We don't do fireworks. It's
No
same kind of
fireworks, right.
hazard.
What days can we come and enjoy this drive-in?
We run Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and then right around the time that school lets out, then we open up throughout the week as well. And Tuesdays are the only days that we're not open.
It's the last one in Indy, right?
Yeah, we're the only one in the city. There's a few other ones around in the state, but
Yeah.
as far as in the city, we're it, and it's an attraction. So
Yeah.
people come.
So if you're feeling nostalgic, come to Tibbs Drive In. It's the only one left in the city. It is amazing, fun, family-friendly time. Bring your dogs, be courteous. Thank you so much, Nate, for talking to me. Cheers.
Thank you for coming.
It doesn't have to be just about the food anymore. We have drive-in movies that you can have dinner at, and now you have all sorts of other dinner options too.
You have cabarets, you have all kinds of murder mysteries on top of your dinner and a movie, which you got to check out one of those too.
I sure did. It was so much fun. You guys have to check it out. Mystery Café. It's at the Milano Inn. Their tagline is, forget the date, bring an alibi.
You mean to tell me that there's a mystery?
Intrigue.
Murder.
More murder.
You look thrilled. Drink up, sweetheart. It'll be much more fun.
Yeah, just the bold print lines, all you have to say. You only have 2 of them. Yes.
Give you a little backstory. You're Reggie's ex, so you're a little mad at him.
You're going to be in Act 1. Okay? Seems like you got a lot, but it's not too bad. Okay? You're going to hear.
How did this get started in Indianapolis, the Mystery Café?
Well, let's see. I'm a former Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus clown. And I was leaving the circus when it took breaks and came back to here to do the dinner theater. Then I was leaving and I was doing Garden Brothers Circus of Canada when I came back here. And then I went to a circus called Circus Fusco, and the lady that was running that got pregnant. So she called me and says, we're not going to go out this summer. So then that's when the dinner theater people said, why don't you start running the dinner theater for us? So I started running it for them. And then one day the guy says to me, I'm homesick for Minneapolis, the dinner theater is yours, and he got up and walked out the door. So then the circus lady called and said, we're ready to go back out on the road. And I said, well, I guess I'm done being a circus clown. I'm now a dinner theater man. So.
How many shows do you have?
I do a Friday and a Saturday night show.
Okay.
Pretty much all year long.
Okay.
So.
And how are the shows rotated? Do they have different storylines every week or every month, or?
A show runs for about 3 or 4 months and then we change it. So the current show is due for 1 more month and we change shows.
And actually, John and Jamie wrote the show we're going to see tonight. What can you tell us about it? Anything?
Well, I can tell you this. It's based around a morning news program, and the on-air persona and the off-air persona of the two people are completely different. There's murder, of course, several of them, and it's hilarious.
This is in the Milano Inn.
Milano Inn, yes.
How long have you been here?
1995, the Italians came to me one day and said, well, you know Italians, they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So we moved the show here. So we've been here since January of '95.
What's good about Mystery Café and what we do elsewhere is that I think people have this impression and an idea of a murder mystery show kind of being the butler and a detective comes in and all that kind of thing. And what's great about this is it's not that typical format. It really kind of blows wide open the plots and
well, it breaks down the fourth wall, and the audience is as much a part of the show as the performers are. It's very interactive. There are audience volunteers who read lines. They get to sit there and try and figure out who done it. So it's a lot of fun.
So what can we expect when we walk in the door of Mystery Café?
Well, let's see, the actors themselves will meet you and walk around and pretend that you're part of the show. Then we find volunteers to play minor characters in the story with actual speaking parts. All it is a slip of paper. All you got to do is read it and stand up. Of course, we encourage people to get into it and have some fun with it. You'll see Act 1, a soup course is served. After Act 2, a salad. After Act 3, your choice of 4 different entrees. Ice cream is dessert. Hot, delicious bread is served that everybody fights over. And in the 4th act, we'll discover who that despicable killer is. And then we do present some prizes after the show. One for the person who best answered the question of who done it. And another one will go out to the audience member who has the biggest ham. Oh, I mean the best actor or actress. Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to try to win that. We'll
Okay,
see.
sure.
I'm going to try my best. How can we get tickets to the show?
Okay, you can either go to our website or call the box office number. There's no nudity, there's no swearing, so we can let kids in.
Very family.
Yeah, no problem with that.
That's great. Come on out to the Milano Inn and get a ticket to the Mystery Café.
We dated for 6 days.
Hey! To Reggie Phillips, that is a lifetime. Oh, he was like a brother to me.
He was your brother.
Half brother.
He was poisoned. Hopefully we'll have more on these mysterious murders.
Oh, I know who did it.
What? You do?
Who's your fan club president?
What?
That's right. It was me. I just love you so much. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Chef Joseph's is an environment of modern elegance in which Indianapolis locals and visitors alike come to entertain important clients over lunch, gather for dynamic private meetings and functions, and experience unforgettable special events, such as our renowned monthly wine dinner and live entertainment evenings.
Our menu changes seasonally, and we work a lot with local products and sustainable products, so come down and say hi.
Join In the Loop TV show at the 141st running of the Kentucky Derby. 1001 Food and Drink and 317 Burger are racing to bring you a winner's circle of drinks, dancing, and games for the first ever Broad Ripple Derby Day party. Don your Derby best on Saturday, May 2nd for a day of blue ribbon festivities with the Loopers in Broad Ripple.
make sure everyone feels at home. So this is something to watch and to know. This is a great place to go and hang out and take your friends. So you've got to come and see us. B-Squared, Brownsburg.
Joe's Grill on 82nd Street in Castleton is home to Cold Cock Herbal Whiskey. Friendly staff, great drinks. Come on in and take your shot.
Have you seen the Cirque du Soleil aerial acrobats that have the beautiful silks and they tumble?
Very beautiful, very
Okay,
elegant.
that's what Cirque Indy is, and Indianapolis has Cirque Indy, so you can
That is so cool.
and you can learn how to do that. Now, you don't have to go be a professional acrobat. It's all about fitness. It takes a lot of strength.
Yeah, lots of strength.
Clearly, we have a lot of strength over here.
Yeah.
But it really is a great art form, and it's a lot of fun, and I would recommend each of you put on some tights and go check it out.
I would love to.
Yeah, me too.
Not knowing the tights, but I'll go check it out.
What are aerial silks?
Aerial silks, at the base of it, it's actually not silk. It's nylon tricot fabric, and they're used for dance and fitness. Here we teach a lot of fitness-based classes and private parties and stuff like that, and you use them to climb up, and you can work out on them, do pull-ups, and you learn different fun poses. We have 3 different levels of aerial silks classes, 1, 2, and 3, depending on your level of experience, and we offer an introductory class for all of our aerial classes because in addition to aerial silks, we also do some lyra and trapeze, and we offer flexibility classes too.
Could I do your class? I mean, I've done some yoga, I work out occasionally, but would I be able to do an aerial silk?
If you want to learn to do a pull-up, come take my class. If you want to tone up your arms a little bit and have a lot of fun while you're doing it, you can come do it. We cater to every level of fitness, beginner all the way up. So
it's an opportunity to get flexibility, strength, and have a little bit of fun while you're working out and working your body.
Absolutely. In fact, I hate, before I started doing this, I hate going to the gym. I hate pumping iron. Nothing against that, but I just get bored in the gym. But here, I never ever get bored because there's always another goal and
music and it's
yeah,
upbeat,
it's all
and you're
fun.
always learning a new technique.
I forget entirely that I'm working out.
I'm really excited about this private party option. I'm a bachelorette, or I have a team of coworkers that I want to bring to Cirque Indy. I come down, and what happens for my private party?
I'm glad you asked that question. Private parties are really a ton of fun. It gives me the opportunity and the other instructors the opportunity to customize your experience. So if you're a group of bachelorettes and you just want to learn some fun poses while listening to some great music and then hit the bars afterwards, we can do that. If you're a group of athletes or coworkers and you really just want an awesome new workout and a little bit of bonding experience, we can do that too. So it's definitely a great way to do something different with it for Friday night instead of the same old, same old.
Oh, absolutely. The private parties sound awesome. And how many people can Cirque Indy fit for a silk class?
We've done up to 25. We can do larger groups with a little bit of notice. Just give us a call and we will help you out.
That's a lot of your friends hanging from the ceiling.
For this one, we're gonna learn a figure 8 foot lock. So I'm gonna wrap my foot and set it right in that foot lock. Cool. I'm gonna take this ribbon and bring it behind my shoulder in front of my hip. And then we're gonna take the right arm up and clear your elbow back behind here. Good, and then crochet the top arm too. And now I'm gonna push down with this fabric and cross my ankles. Cool. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is bring my arm back here and then drive the right hip over, and there's your mermaid.
I'm a mermaid. This is actually pretty awesome. Jack, I'm flying.
So the first thing we're gonna do is stand on our knot. So I'm gonna put the arch of my foot on there.
I am not flexible.
And then shift your weight over it. Push your hip up into, there you go.
Oh, I see.
That's comfy.
Oh,
and then
that's
I'm gonna
nice.
stand up, bringing the back leg through.
Stand up.
Sit down.
Back leg. Oh.
So we're gonna have a little swing. Beautiful, look at that. I'm gonna hook my thumbs.
Hook my thumbs.
Okay. and lean back so the fabric locks into your low back. And think about pushing away on the poles of the fabric. And I'm gonna lift one leg at a time and bring my ankles to the front side of the fabric. Perfect. Like this? Yeah. Let your torso slide down.
And then you just hang.
Ta-da! Yeah.
Ta-da! I'm a pro at Cirque Indy.
You're just hanging by your hips here, actually. The fabric's got you by your
Yeah.
hips. So you can bring your legs out.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
You can do
I can. Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Woohoo! This is really neat. Should I? Oh, awesome! We've had a lot of fun playing on the aerial silks today at Cirque Indy, and now it's time for you to come down and play too.
The top 5 reasons to go to Pure Eatery. Number 5.
Supporting local artists, breweries, and food providers give me warm, fuzzy feelings inside.
Number 4.
Can you say no to a face like this?
Number 3.
Where else can you get healthy food at 2 a.m.?
Number 2.
Pure pressure.
Number 1 reason to go to Pure Eatery.
Fresh ice food!
All right.
Get Jaded. Jaded Salon and Spa is the best kept secret in Carmel. Get a trendy color, update your cut, and makeup from a Hollywood trained artist. Call your friends and get jaded.
Welcome back, Indy. You're looking pretty good. Glad you stayed with us.
We got to see Kaylyn get her fitness and exercise on, which is great because we just saw you, Jade, with a bunch of food. But I have to tell you something. As much food as you brought for your family, I have probably just as much, if not more, at the Willard for this guy. First off, this is an amazing, beautiful building that you have here. It's incredible. It's got a lot of history here in Franklin, Indiana. Tell us a little about that.
Well, we've been here since, my family's owned it since 1990, but the building itself's been here since 1860. And in 1922, the actual hotel opened, and then it closed in the late 70s, and then from that point on, a couple guys came along and saw this vacant, old, beautiful building, decided to make a restaurant and bar out of it, and ever since then, since like 86 until 90, that's when my folks bought it, and we've been here ever since. So.
Well, and you've actually kept some of the aspects of that old with the new as you guys have advanced, right?
Right.
So we kind of took a tour, and you have the stairwell, you have the fireplace, you actually have the old motel sign, right?
Yep, the old neon sign, and people love getting their picture taken underneath that, just a little piece of history.
When you guys are known not just for the history, but also for your food. I've come down to Franklin, and I always hear of pizza and wings and your beer selection.
Right.
So tell us what you guys have to eat.
Our biggest thing is people come here for the food. You can go anywhere and get a beer or a drink, but people have been coming here for 20-something years for our food, and we're pretty proud of that. We've got a good kitchen crew and a good staff here at Willard, so we're pretty proud of that. We're famous for pizza and chicken wings. We make our own sauce. All of our vegetables are hand cut and fresh. So that's what we've really been famous for the past 20-something years, and our chicken wings. But we also have great sandwiches, our hand-cut bread, tenderloins, hand-breaded. Our marinated ribeye sandwich is very popular. Our turkey clubs, Reubens, the list goes on.
Tony, these all sound delicious. I'm salivating as we're talking. I know that I have some food over there that looks amazing. I can't wait to try. And you guys actually, this room that we're in right now, it's surrounded with some movie nostalgia, which is very unique because you guys are located right next to the Art Craft Theater.
Right. Yeah, we wanted to use that movie theme just because the Art Craft is such a big part of the community, big part with us, and right next door. So this room is kind of our movie room, just for the Art Craft.
Well, and every time I come down here, it's always packed. It's filled with people. And so if people want to come try it, obviously, hey, you got to get in and get a good seat. How can they find out where you guys are located and find information about you?
Well, our website, www.thewillard.com, is great. Our Facebook, The Willard, is another good way to find out what's going on, what we're doing, what's going on in Franklin, or give us a call.
Well, great. And I mean, I know that all the food's amazing, but do you, Tony, have some of your personal choices that you really like the most?
Right. Well, I'm a big wing guy. So
all right, me too.
I love the chicken wings. You can't go wrong with that. We have all kinds of flavors, hot, mild, extra hot, hot barbecue, really good stuff. So. You have to try it all tonight.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get completely stuffed here tonight at the Willard, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, good
thank you
job.
so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
We enjoyed some good music, some good eats, and great atmosphere here at the Willard in Franklin.
Good grief, John. What did you do with all that food, man?
Let's just say that it went straight to a good place. Not so much here, but more so right in here. I ate all of that food. I took it home and devoured it that night.
I wouldn't have wasted a little bit of that food at all. I mean, it looked superb.
I think you had enough for a family of 4.
I did. I actually had enough for a family of 6. It would have fed Jade's family and me times 2. But don't go anywhere, guys. The food is not over yet.
Taps and Dolls, 247 Sky Bar and 247 Sky Live is downtown's very own entertainment mega multiplex with 3 great bars that share the same address. Each bar has its own flavor and style for you to watch sports, eat, drink, and party. All contained at 247 South Meridian, the most fun you can have under one roof.
Are you interested in seeing the city in style, hanging out with your friends, having a good time, enjoying events, and doing it with class? Call a Class Act Limo.
Vaping is now a hobby. We use USP food-grade flavors and organic extracts to craft e-liquids that will leave you craving more. Downtown Indy's vape store has starter kits, mods, and customizable liquid. We are here to give you the vape experience you deserve.
Tonight on the show, we have South of Chicago Pizza and Beef. They have a location in Fishers, so when you're out and about, you have to check it out. They have live music, amazing food. We're gonna try tonight. So good.
It does smell amazing.
Yes. Look at the edge.
I think I just took a small piece so I don't devour too much on television. I really like all the sweets and treats that we get on the show, and of course one of the sweets we get is Rocket Fizz hooks us up each week. They have candy, gag gifts, and the largest soda selection. You can find them on the Circle or in Plainfield.
And if you missed any of tonight's episode or one from the past, check out our website at indyintheloop.com.
And make sure to follow us on all social medias. We have tons of fun episodes coming up full of fashion and food and nightlife. See you next week on In the Loop.